I'm sorry, I ain't give y'all no warning. I just heard somebody. Okay, let's just see. Let's see what's coming out. Be careful who you communicate with, because there is this energy here, somebody trying to communicate with you to steal your ideas. Okay? Somebody is trying to steal your ideas. Somebody's communicating with you to steal your ideas. They coming in to get a checkup. They want to check. Be mindful of who's checking in on you. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Cleanse your home ASAP. You could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This could be a masculine Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. But there's somebody who is communicating with you, or trying to, or will reach out to you to communicate with you. Look at that. I do not play. Okay. Look at that. Karmic toxic masculine. Okay. This could be a Virgo. Okay. Or this could be your energy. All right. But there's somebody coming through here. Like they want to communicate. They're going to reach out to you. They want to talk to you. They want to check and see. And Spirit is saying this is spiritual interference. Okay. So let's come on, Spirit. Let's tap into it. Let's tap into it. Let's tap. Make the message clear and easy to understand for those who be tuning in. All right. Like I said, yeah, I said Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming out here. Okay, so you could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It says isolation causing stress or neglect of physical health. I feel like as well, like you're so on guard. Okay, look, we have Mercury retrograde coming out here. Issues with communication, old patterns, old relationships. So this is like Mercury retrograde energy. Gemini here also represents the twin. Gemini represents the third house, which is the house of communication. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you isolated from yourself from somebody who was causing you a lot of stress. I feel like you isolated yourself from this person who was neglecting you. You may have even had like your physical body could even reacted to being around this person. Maybe you just found yourself getting sick. Maybe you were, you know, sexually active with this person in some way, and your body didn't have a good response from that in some way. I'm picking up on that as well. But your body literally would tell you that something is not right, like with this person. You would just find yourself getting sick. Your throat could even be something that was just acting up. I don't know. I just feel like you wasn't in good health. You wasn't in good mental health with this person. You wasn't in good physical health. All right. But yeah. And I feel like you isolated yourself from this person. That's why Spirit is talking about this person may come through wanting to communicate, to take from you in some way. What else is going on here, Spirit? Expose, truth, reveal. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like for some of you guys, the truth that's being revealed with this person is that you're still in this energy right now. You're still in this energy right now where you could, and I feel like this is kind of piggybacking on the other reading. I ain't gonna even lie to you, but we're gonna see what else fresh new comes out. Okay. So make sure if you're watching a replay on YouTube, go back and check out the previous reading before this one. All right. But I feel like, you know, the truth, there's some type of truth coming out about this person. Okay. Some type of truth coming out in their phone. They're communicating with somebody they don't have no business communicating with. They're, you know, Gemini also, you know, well, really Aquarius, but it can be represented as like online, but just gossip. Somebody's gossiping about you and you're hearing about it. You're seeing about it. You're getting screenshots about it. They're in somebody's DM. They're talking to somebody they have no business talking about. You're seeing somebody talk about you. Okay. Or, you know, the exposed truth that I feel like is coming through for somebody is also, you're still in this relationship. You're still in this friendship. You're still in this situation with this person, and you're realizing they're draining the life out of you. It's like you're getting an epiphany, like, shit, this relationship is draining. Shit, this friendship is draining. Shit, this job is draining. For some of y'all, you could work from home. You could work on the phone. You could work in a group setting where you're around a lot of people. You could work in a toxic work environment, and you realize, like, I got to get the fuck away from here. Like, it's something not right about this work environment. It's something not right about this. It is stressing me out. It is affecting my mental health here. So this is being revealed to you as well. This exposed truth reveal is giving you the vibes that this is something that you've been dealing with all month of September, especially because September was eclipse season, where the whole month, this situation, this person, place, or thing has been triggering the fuck out of you to where you're like, oh my God, I'm just feeling like this energy where you're just having a headache. Okay. You're just having a headache. For somebody, I feel like you had a headache all month. You're like, I need to go get checked out. I've been having a headache every day. Like, what's going on? Okay. I'm losing my mind. But the solution here is isolating yourself from this stress. The solution here is paying attention to your physical body. Your body is telling you everything you need to know about whatever this is. For somebody, this is just confirmation. For somebody, you can go ahead and click up off of here. Like, this is all you needed to hear. I done gave you everything you need. You don't even, that's it for you. Okay, you're done. Now go take action. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, this energy is coming through like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, I'm also seeing Pisces, water energy as well. Okay, exposed, truth, reveal. What else is going on here? Look at that. We got neglect coming out twice, y'all. This card here says isolation causing stress or neglect of physical health. Okay. And then we have neglect coming out again. Emotional or physical neglect by caregivers. Interesting. Okay. Bottom of the deck says cut the cord. So this could be a family member. This could be a mom. This could be a dad. Okay. Like I said, this could be family. This could be a sibling where you like, I love you. I love you, little bro. I love you, little sis, but I got to cut the cord. Okay, I got to go ahead and cut the cord. I got to go ahead and cut you off, okay? Because it says here, okay, like, you stressing me out. And I feel like for somebody, you're the one that stays to yourself. You're always by yourself. You're always isolated. And people come to you with the drama. People come to you with the gossip. People come to you with the tea. People come to you in some way. They come to you to communicate. They come to you to vent. I just heard mental breakdowns. You help people have mental breakthroughs in the midst of a mental breakdown. You're a guide. You're some type of guide. But you don't get the credit that you deserve. You don't get the respect that you deserve. You don't even get a thank you sometimes. It's just see you back again when you have the next crises. See you back again when you have the next, hot gossip. See you back again when you need me again. And it's causing some type of stress. And then the thing is too, I was watching some video. I don't remember where. Anyway, I was watching some video that was talking about as humans, we thrive in connections. We're meant to have connections with other people. We don't do good alone, right? And so what's making me think about that now is that I feel like you've isolated yourself. Like out of self-preservation, you've isolated yourselves. Yeah. Because humans are wired for connection. We were not meant to do life completely alone. Our souls thrive when we have people around us, support, when we have feedback, when we have love, when we have accountability. And that's why cutting somebody off or isolating yourself, you feel like this has been the best thing for you to do because you're not benefiting from the connections that you had in your life. Because your connections haven't been healing for you. Some people were draining you. So yeah, we are wired to connect, but we got to be intentional about who we connect with and how we engage. Okay, that's the balance that Spirit wants you to understand. Okay, and that's why Spirit is saying, okay, maybe for somebody here, I'm not judging you. Maybe there's a fear that you have of being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my sibling. This is my friend. This is my family. This is my this or that. This is somebody I've been with for a long time. But maybe, just maybe, there's a fear of, you maybe feel like you're neglecting this other person's emotional needs. It says emotional or physical neglect. Somebody here could be a caregiver. There could be somebody that you are like physically caring for this person. Maybe that's a job, like you're in that type of industry, nurse, caregiver in some way. And the company that you're working for, there's a lot of shady things going on. And you need to walk away from this position. Or you feel like you need to, or if you're in a shady like healthcare type job, I feel like there's some type of exposed truth that's being revealed. Maybe because this is a collective message, this could be like some big shit being revealed or exposed within the healthcare field. This could be something big being exposed, okay? Because I just heard whistleblower. All right, but let's keep going. What else is going on here? This card wanted to come out. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, what else is going on here? What's the vibes? What's the tea? What's the energy? All right. What else is coming out here? Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, no matter what's going to happen here next, like, once you cut the cord with this person, place, or thing, this job, whatever this is for you, you're protected. You are protected. And I feel like some things, some people, places, and things, they're going to remove themselves from your life. And this is confirmation for you that you're not the problem. Like, dang, why did person stop calling me? Dang, why did person been acting weird with me? That's protection. That's you being protected. We got baby daddy and mother. Okay? So this could be your baby daddy. Okay? This could be your baby daddy. This could be your baby daddy's mother, like an old mother-in-law. Okay? Okay. This could be your mother. And then, yeah, okay, because, yeah, it makes sense because we got baby daddy coming out here, a mother. Then we got neglect, emotional, physical needs by caregivers. So for somebody, this also feels like this person, and this could be for like one person, they're not like, you're questioning whether or not you want to isolate a child from this person. You're like, is this going to cause emotional, mental stress on the child? But I mean, they're not good to be around the child. I don't know what to do. You know, like you're confused about whether or not to keep this toxic masculine in your child's life. Because not only is, and the thing is, it's so, slide. Let me get it, y'all. It's like they're not doing anything to the child, but they're not doing anything for the child. But you having to sit back and watch this is causing you a lot of stress. You know, it's causing you stress. I don't know. Okay. It's like, do I cut this person off? Because this situation is like stressing me out. Let's see what's going on. Let's dive deeper. Let's dive deeper in this. That's a lot of freaking cards. Okay. We're going to take them all back. Because no, not today. For a personal reading. But not today. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. All right. Someone wants to shut you up, silence you. Exactly. Yeah. They want to shut you up because they don't want to be exposed. They don't want this exposed truth revealed in some way. And then, like I said, something about whistleblower. Okay. Something with like whistleblower. With like healthcare. If you work in the healthcare, if you work at a certain job, somebody might try to shut you up. Or this could be like your child's father or their mother. Somebody wants to try to shut you up. They want to. Yeah, you can want all you want, right? Yeah, you can want all you want. Somebody wants to shut you up. What else is going on here? Okay, what else is going on here? Somebody could be doing a little shabaka baka. Okay, somebody could be doing just a little shabaka baka, y'all. A little shabaka baka. But I feel like somebody doesn't. Let's break it down, family. Let's break it down. Okay, somebody is draining your energy. You feel it in your body. Okay, it's causing you stress. You're feeling neglected. You're feeling taken advantage of here. But then we got neglect, emotional, physical neglect by caregivers. So somebody who was supposed to care for you and love you is the very person inflicting this neglect onto you. And then, anyway. But some type of truth is being exposed or wanting to come forward, and somebody wants to keep it quiet. Some type of secret. It could be a secret from your child's father. It could be a secret from a mother. It could be a secret from a feminine energy. And you're being asked to cut the cord on this situation. You've cut the cord on this situation. And then notice how this card is in red with isolation, right? And this is the only other card in red, cutting the cord. So the two cards we have in red are isolation, causing you stress, and cut the cord. So you've isolated from your person. You've literally cut the cord with whatever this is. Both cards are in red. So you've cut the cord with whatever this is. For some of you, you cut the cord already, okay? You've cut the cord already, and that's why they're scared. It's giving monitor spirit as well, because I feel like this person is scared because they don't have access to you anymore. It's like, you know, a secret. You know something about this person, or you just know who this person really is, and they can't keep tabs on you anymore. Again, that's why the message came up in the beginning. Somebody wants to communicate with you. Somebody's coming back to communicate with you, to check on you, to take from you. Somebody wants to temperature check you. They want to know how you feeling, what you're doing, what's going on. Because they're walking around anxious and scared, never knowing what day you're going to expose them, or if you're going to expose them. So they're walking around scared. For somebody, you could expose them about neglect. They could be a caregiver and they neglected somebody they were supposed to take care of, and they scared about you exposing them. Okay. What else is going on here, Spirit? What else is going on here? Money on my mind. Let's see. All right. Police. Okay. So this person was just focused on the money. Whatever this is, like, oh, y'all, this reading is getting juicy. I ain't even lie, y'all. I can't even keep my composure, y'all. This reading is getting juicy, baby, okay? Because look at this. Like, money, like, this is all. I just hear money on my mind. Money on my mind. Like, this person is somebody, but this energy doesn't give, like, you know, money on my mind. Like, I'm just grinding. I'm focused on me. Because money on my mind, you know, it's not nothing bad per se. But when you pair it with law and police involved, this is a shyster. Baby, this is a criminal. Woo, baby, this is a criminal. This is somebody, okay? It's a criminal, okay? So they're worried about whatever truth being exposed, it could get the law involved. It could get the police involved. There's some type of money trail. I don't know, y'all. For somebody, if you are like privy to some type of corporation who has some type of underhanded practices or something going on, your spiritual team is saying you are protected as this exposed truth comes out. This is something else here. Because I'm also feeling like the money is not just about money. It's about power. It's about control. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, look at that, y'all. Then we got scarcity, lack, and limitation, poverty. This person grew up poor. They have a very like poverty mindset. And that's how they were so easily to get connected. That's how they were so easily to get roped into something. That's why there's somebody who's so like driven by money and power and control, because they grew up in limitation. Okay? They grew up in limitation. They grew up, they were willing to do anything for money because they never had it. Somebody grew up with their grandma. They were raised by their grandma. What else is this? Okay. It's like this person has a lot of insecurities, and having money or the idea of money or the idea of power or the idea of control made them feel a little bit better about their insecurities in some way. And they were willing to do anything to hold on to it. But again, like I said, you cut the cord to this. You was in a romantic relationship with this person, and in this romantic relationship with them, you just like, damn, I ain't never been this broke in my life. I always had a little something. I mean, I always had a little money, little something, but it's like this person was pulling from you in some way. They were pulling from your abundance. It's like you could never have enough money. It don't matter if you worked 2 jobs, you was just always broke. Okay. And so it's like, again, or you was always sick, or you was always, in a lot of emotional distress, nervous system all going crazy. Okay, what else is going on, Spirit? What are we getting to with this? Because I didn't want this reading to be long, but I mean, okay, what is this? This person targeted you because you was the black sheep. This person targeted, because I'm getting to the why. Okay? This person targeted you because you were the black sheep. That's why you were targeted. You're like, why me? Why me? Because you were the black sheep. Again, what did we talk about before? Right? The black sheep is oftentimes the black sheep is oftentimes the person in the family who isolates themselves. Where's that card at, y'all? And look, that card's coming out in red. So for me as the reader, these cards are connected. Right? For me as the reader, the way I made these cards are connected. Right? So the black sheep often does what? Like isolate themselves. Whenever you feel stress, whenever you feel pain, whenever you feel any type of discomfort from karmic family, from just people, and you isolate yourself, specifically from karmic family. Okay? Or your family has distanced themselves from you with the black sheep coming out here. You're the one with the vision that others don't have. You're the one who speaks the truth, even when it makes other people uncomfortable. You're the one whose energy shines differently. You shine bright. You're intuitive, okay? You're authentic, okay? People don't like you because you enjoy being yourself. And that's why this person targeted you, okay? That's why this person targeted you. They saw your light. They saw your independence. They saw your frequency. And instead of elevating, they wanted to suppress. They wanted to copy. They wanted to steal. And how this energy is coming through for me is, this energy is coming through. I always give this example whenever this energy comes through. It's like seeing a firefly. Y'all imagine a firefly. Some people can't just look at a firefly and say, wow, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Or a butterfly. Look at that butterfly. Some people are wired, okay? They are hardwired to say, let me catch that. I want to take that with me. They can't just admire the beauty of the butterfly. They can't just admire the beauty of the firefly. They can't just admire, they want to own it. They can't just look at the butterfly and say, wow, that's a beautiful butterfly. Wow, that's a sign from spirit. Wow, thank you for that. Thank you for your presence. No, they want to capture it. Okay? And that's the energy that I'm picking up on with this person. But why this happened, it was because you isolated yourself. So like I said, the human, we need interaction. We need it. And I think some kind of way you thought you were protecting yourself by isolating yourself, but it kind of made it to where you were easy prey. And instead of somebody experiencing the beauty of you as the butterfly, they felt the need to capture you, to take it, or to make it yours. And so it no longer is a shared moment between you and the butterfly, right? It then becomes ownership. Because they lack spiritual awareness in some way. Okay, let's see what else. What is this? Yeah. It says act supportive, but it's a show. This person wanted to isolate you and to convince you, okay? This person wanted to isolate you and they wanted to convince you that, oh, yeah, I'm the only one that has your back. Yeah, you don't, because you already came into this situation probably wounded. You already came into this situation probably not having family, probably not having friends around you, probably not having any type of support from anybody. And then this person came in presenting themselves to be amazing. And you were already alone. You were already isolated. So you really had nothing to compare it to. You know what I mean? And so they came in acting supportive, which was a show. And slowly, the truth started to reveal itself. The truth started to unravel. Man. Then we have karmic toxic masculine coming out here. Now, this card is, I think, purple. Okay. And then now we have the purple cards here. We have someone wants to shut you up, silence you. So this is the person who wants to silence you here, is this karmic toxic masculine, because they don't want the truth revealed. Some type of exposed truth they don't want be revealed. And this card is purple as well. Okay. Police, law involved, something involved in the law, something that they did, something that you know. Okay. And this could also be a baby daddy here. This is also the same color. Y'all get the drift. Y'all get my spiritual flow. Okay. This is also somebody who is preoccupied with the money. All right. This person could as well be a Gemini. You could be a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Okay. Or again, this could also be like a sibling. I don't know why I keep hearing that for somebody. I feel like this could be a sibling for some of y'all, where this is a sibling where they feel like you always got, life was just easier for you. Like, oh my God, you know, mom or dad or whoever you grew up with, like they treated me a certain kind of way and they didn't treat you like that. They didn't do this to you. And they always just felt so victimized. They were just a victim all the time. Okay. You could be the eldest child. Okay. Or you could be the baby even. Okay. But there's this, energy where I feel like this person just tried to make it seem like you were the favorite. And in reality, like you were the black sheep. You know, you were the black sheep. This person walking around talking about they the black sheep. Again, I was saying something in this reading, I think, or another reading, where it's like this person wanted to like drain from your energy, like to mimic you in some way. They're trying to walk around like they the black sheep and ain't doing any of the spiritual work, ain't doing any of the healing, ain't doing any of none of the work. Okay. Yeah, didn't I say that? Eclipse. Something about this eclipse season that really brought some things to surface for you. Okay. This eclipse season, this entire month of September. Okay. It brought some things to surface for you so that you could see, so you can make the changes. You could have cut this person off in September. This person could be born in September. You could be born in September. Something really significant happened this month that really woke you the fuck up, woke you up. Okay. Look at that. We have fake friend. So for some of y'all, this could be a fake friend. Like, okay. This could be a fake friend. Like you just realize, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. Lack of support from this fake friend. Like, you know what, you never support me. You know what, you never there for me. No, you know, you ain't never got my back how I got your back. And I'm just paying attention to some things. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull one more card. All right. So the last card we have from this deck is unfulfillment in relationships, disalignment, moving on, chaos, change. So y'all know eclipse bring what? They bring chaos. They bring change, things that are going to help us push us towards our destiny, help us to transform. And I feel like September was all about collectively us recognizing the unfulfillment in certain relationships, how certain things were needed to be realigned, or we need to move on, or we need to change certain things within the current relationships that we have. And how also these relationships are connected to our financial flow in some way. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull a message from the universe here. Go ahead and pull a message from the universe. All right. And we have every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy it and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Bottom of the deck energy here. Okay. This new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. And I feel like this is what's going on, y'all. You're seeing situations, in your life, relationships in your life from a higher perspective. It's like you're not walking away with animosity or anger or resentment towards these people in your life, but you're also understanding that they can't go where you're headed. They're not on the same wave as you. Okay. They artificial light, baby. And you the truth. Okay. You the truth. Real quick, we still in September. Child, I'm in the future. Okay. Baby, I'm in the future. Okay, John Doe. Baby, I'll be in the future. Okay. All right. For anybody, this could be for one person. If you are at a job and there's some things going on like what we talked about in this reading, I want to pull a card to see, because I feel like there's something going to be happening, okay? So if you're at a job and there's some type of neglect going on at the job, look at that. Collective healing, mass awareness. So, yeah. This like damn near a whole nother reading. But there's something collectively being brought to our awareness in regards to caregiving, the healthcare system. Something is being revealed about a cause of stress that we weren't aware of. Something that's affecting our physical health. A certain demographic of people who lack support within a certain something. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to play out. But there's collective healing that's happening. Collective healing that's happening. And I feel like, y'all, because there is collective healing that's happening, that's why the truth is... Ooh. Let me close this reading out, y'all, and then I'm finna pull some cards on that. Y'all want to do that? Because something else just came to me. We're going to close this reading out. So let's close this reading out. But thank y'all so much for joining me. If you're watching a replay on YouTube, make sure you get you a private reading if you feel called to do so. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Peace.